What's up everyone, Matt here and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're gonna check out the latest expansion from Native Instruments, Satin Looks. From late 80s ballads to soul-searching 90s cuts and new pop frontiers, R&B is the defining force behind emotive-rooted music that always hits the spot. Satin Looks traces the genre's evolution until present day, with vintage synth strings and keys, quintessential chord progressions chopped into versatile kits, funk-tinged guitar licks, and crisp acoustic percussion that blends old-school flavor with contemporary production aesthetics. This expansion includes exclusive Maschine content such as projects and patterns, 50 Maschine kits, 60 battery kits, 10 Prism presets, 5 Monarch presets, and about 1,000 loops and samples. First, let's check out some of these included Maschine projects. Today, let's work in Maschine and see what Satin Looks can do. I have the Ruby kit loaded up. Let's check out some of these sounds. Really great chords, but one thing I'm noticing is they're all overlapping. I'm gonna go to choke and change all of these to 1, so when I push on one pad, it stops the other one from playing. I'm gonna do the same thing in a new choke group with these strings. This sounds good, let's go ahead and record. Let's add these string samples. What I'm actually going to do is turn on the arpeggiator and switch it to quarter notes so it sounds like it's pumping through the track. Cool, let's throw this in there. I want to copy the last note of my 3rd chord and duplicate it to the 4th chord. To do this, I'm going to go to Events, scroll all the way to the end, click Select, and then select the final note. Once you click Select and then click the pad, you can use the first knob to scroll over to the note you want to select. Here I'll change the length so it only goes for 2 counts, then I'll hit Shift Copy, select my next pad, and hit Shift Paste. Then I'll move the position so it starts in the correct spot and change the note to C sharp. Let's play that back. All right, let's add some drums. With the new kit loaded, one thing I'm noticing is the track feels a little slow. Let's bring the tempo up to 130 BPM. Feels better at this tempo. Let's record some drums. Now let's do some note repeat hi-hats. Then with record enable, I'll click pitch on the touch strip and we'll pitch these up and down. For this open hat, I'm gonna go to the step sequencer and put this on count 2 and 4. also throw this clap and snap in there every now and then. We'll also add a crash on the downbeat using the step sequencer. When I'm working on drums, I like to just let it roll so I can feel the groove and just add different layers. One thing I want to do is modulate my hi-hats to pan left and right. First, we'll solo them, then in the sampler, we'll tab over to LFO, switch it to lock, and then turn the pan all the way to 100%. I'm going to set the speed to quarter notes. Now you can hear it moving left and right. Cool, that gives it a little movement. Now let's add a bass line. Let's go to the Browse menu. I'm going to tab over to Sounds, and we'll load in this bass synth. I'm just going to quickly turn it down a little bit. Now we'll switch over to keyboard mode, set it to minor. Let's change the semitone so it starts on G, and then we'll octave it down. Let's add some distortion. We'll go back to the plugin tab, push over on the browser knob, and then scroll down to distortion. I honestly don't need to make any adjustments to this. Let's record. Bass is in there. Now let's sample a guitar. I'm going to create a new group, go to Browse, tab over to One Shots, and then select Guitars. I think this one can be cool with some effects. First, let's switch back over to the plugin view. Now, on the sampler, let's tab over back to the first page and change the voice settings to 1. I'm going to pitch it down 3 semitones so C is actually playing the right note. And now let's add some effects. First one I'm going to do is a reso chord. What this does is creates chord voicing based off the note that's being played. We'll switch it to minor. Move up a couple octaves. Now I want to add some reverb. Back to the plugin view, push over, and then go to reverb. I'm going to crank the time up pretty high, the room size, as well as the mix. This is really starting to sound cool. I think I'm going to push it back up an octave, and then let's record. This sounds great. Let's play it from the top and see what we got. And that's Satin Looks. Thanks for watching. Hit me with a like or a sub for the algorithm, and stay tuned for more videos on plugins and expansions. Check this one out over at nativeinstruments.com.